Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is day 472 on this magnificent journey to 2000, where I play a game of chess every day, put it on YouTube for folks to watch, and then track my progress on chess.com. Coming off of a 3-game winning streak here, trying for 4. And I think I might have had an epiphany the other night. I have been playing a lot of Blitz lately. So if you've been tracking like the games that I'm playing, some people say don't play Blitz. Some people say do puzzles instead of the time that you're spending playing Blitz. But the reason I was playing Blitz is to see just how often my instinct was to attack before my development has finished. And I've noticed it happens a lot. Almost every single game, there was a time where I considered moving a piece or a pawn or something that was not a developing move, getting my pieces off the back rank. So that is going, and I noticed that I was spending a lot of time thinking about which piece to move instead of just going to the basic development piece. So I was wasting time while also not developing my piece. So I'm going to continue playing Blitz just to get in a rhythm of developing and get that habit going, to force myself not to attack prematurely. And yeah, I do accept challenges on Blitz too. Typically, I play Blitz at night, so make sure the challenges are unrated. And unfortunately, nighttime Pacific hours, the rest of the world is most likely asleep, but that's just how it goes. And man, I've talked a lot in this intro, so let's see who I'm playing today. Yes, Georgy Petrov 02. We've got the Queen's Pawn opening. And we've got the Queen's Gambit. Let's go the Slav Defense. Develop, develop, develop. Develop, develop, develop. Well, I think I gotta reconsider that now, because if they take, I take back, they can take here. So I think I might, well, develop the queen here, and if we exchange, and then they take, it's still not good for me. So I think I'm gonna take here, and then if they take here, well, this is interesting. How can I develop? And defend. I think Queen D7 to defend that pawn, and then it takes. Then I can just let that pawn go. And continue development. I'm gonna trade a pawn for development here. If they take again, I take back, adding more development, and then I castle. We'll see. We'll see if that's the right way to do this version of the Slav Defense here. I am now targeting that pawn. Now they might push it here. But then I still got some attacks going up there to c2. Yeah, I'm trying to stay more positive. Obviously, a 3-game winning streak is something to be... It's easy to be positive when you've got a 3-game winning streak, but I'm trying to see if I can't just be more positive about this journey in general. Now, castle, semi-open file, open file. Rooks are connected, so my development is almost complete. And then I'll probably do this one first because then I've got this. To that end, why don't you take a second and just... Okay, never mind. Yeah, still develop. Why don't you go ahead and put something that's positive in your life in the comments today. I want to see if I can leverage the folks watching to just get some positivity in the universe. So go ahead. Go ahead. Take a second. Let's see, is it time? No. They're gonna be castling. So let's just continue this idea. They might castle. And then is it queen to c7, and then but the knight is there. Yeah, they do castle. Okay. Maybe this, and then if takes this, I can swing it over. No. This pushes the queen back, or offers the exchange, but knights on the rim are grim, so I probably won't do that. Let's maybe pin this knight, because then if I can... Okay. If they can chase after me, I might get some... I can sacrifice my bishop and get a nice check here. That would most likely... Alright, my king is safe. Got the open file here. Have open file here. Everything is defended except for this bishop. So let's see, if they don't push me back, I take, and I take again. That does open that up, but there's no point yet. I need a rook over here. Do I get my knight over? Wait, no, not there. Okay, they're gonna move their knight. They move here, they take, and that just sets them up. Let's double up here. Huh. This is when I'm using up a lot of time here. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. So then this, and then I have two attackers on this guy, but that's easily defended. Okay, let's see. I want to keep this diagonal. I mean, they could sack their knight right now and open this up. Okay, no, they're blocking it. Okay, which isn't the worst thing in the world. So if I take now and take... Wait, let's see. Yeah. Take, but then they've got this fork. I'm gonna come here. Nope. Knight's attacking. Okay. Let's not exchange knight for bishop. I've heard that's not a decent thing to do. And then if I get my knight here, then I can take this knight, and if he captures, then that weakens this pawn. I can come up here. Also got... Ooh, this fork. Never mind. Yeah. Knight here. Take the knight, recaptures, fork. That's the move. That's the move. They take this, they take this, recaptures. Or not. They don't have to recapture. Okay. There's the fork. That seemed to work. Wait, how'd they get up? Oh. Okay, so maybe I'm still down on material though. Although I took one of their rooks. It might not have been the best move here. Yeah, maybe this wasn't the best. Shoot. All right. I was so proud of that. It wasn't even a good thing to do. All right. Let's see. Definitely gotta move my queen because I can't block here. Or I can do it here. So do I want my rook here to be taken? Or do I want this rook to be taken? I'd rather not any of them be taken, if I can be honest. I think this move. So that way, take, and then I'm threatening this. Now if they move their knight out there, yeah, now I don't have much else to go on other than chasing it down. So let's chase it down here. So I gotta chase this down again. Two minutes and 30 seconds left. I do feel like I have more time now. Mainly, I feel like I've spent a lot of time in the earlier moves contemplating. I don't feel as rushed here on move 24. So maybe my theory to begin this made sense. Yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move. Now what to do? this pawn. Pin that pawn. So now I've got to check here. Get rid of their passed pawn. That king is really snugged in tight there. Now they're threatening this pawn. So maybe this move. No, because of this, then they take. I think this is the only. Hung my rook. All right, good game. It came down to the end there. Thank you for the game, Georgi Petrov 02. All right, I'm staying positive here because I feel like I want to check out this analysis because I feel like I got through the opening with some somewhat decent development. But I had a total of 5 mistakes, 2 misses, and 1 blunder. So not a good game, but yeah, I lost the lead right out of the opening. I got it back here in the middle and had a blunder, but salvaged it. And then lost it again. I was never in the lead on this one. So let's see. Going through this Slav opening, bishop to f5 was an inaccuracy here, but it's all relatively even up until this move. And this move I did spend a lot of time thinking about. And in my head, I was like, oh no, if they've got 3 attackers, I've got 2 defenders. So I could either add a defender, but then I lose his pawn. So I was trying to find a way to defend both of these pawns. If I would have taken, they would have just taken the pawn. Yeah, this one's tricky. What is the right move here? What is the right move? Let's see. Oops, that's their best move. It was taking. All right, well, let's calculate this through. If they take, obviously they could take back, but I was more so afraid of taking on b7, which is the best move. And then from here, I thought, okay, I can clear a space for the queen to recapture the rook, but then I'd be leaving this pawn. But that actually is the best move, knight to d7. And they could take, but the game is still even here. They'd be attacking this pawn, so I would Yeah, this is tricky. I could go rook c8. I probably would go rook c8 to attack the queen and defend the pawn. That is the best move. Bishop b4 is also a move, because after takes, then I've got this. Wait, no. I guess it's just focusing on developing. But man, this is a tricky one. That was a tricky opening there. Because right now the game is even though I'm down a pawn and they've got their queen all up in my business, and I can't castle over here, so I can see how developing that bishop would be a considered move. After takes, then I do this to defend the bishop, and then it allows me to castle. I might kick it out, a castle, whoops. And then I just retreat, or I attack the queen. Okay. Well, that was not easy for me to calculate. I wish I could see how much time I spent on these moves in the analysis. I think that would really help me. But after takes, castle, okay. And then right here, the game is even, but I make a mistake here. This is a mistake. It's a mistake because in my head, I was thinking, okay, if I get this there, then, if I can get rid of this knight, maybe like this, and they do a move, I take, and then I can capture here. They can't recapture because the rook is pinned against the king. So that, in my head, that's where I was going, and I didn't think that was necessarily a bad move. It's activating my rook. It's getting it on a semi-open file. But there's a better move. There's a better move here. What is it? Oops. It is knight to b4. Threatening the fork. And so that's where my logic earlier to kick off the game breaks down. In my head, I think I even pointed this out, but my rooks weren't activated yet. So in theory, according to my logic in the earlier game, developing the rooks is a good thing, but that was the move to play. Probably get an outpost too. Yeah, okay. So then they develop in castle. So we're fully developed. I've got my rooks on good files, but I'm down in the advantage bar just positionally. Mainly because I don't have any center pawns, and they've got a decent pawn chain there in the middle. Good move. Mistake here. Do I capitalize on it? No, I miss. I missed the opportunity. Is it to sack? It is to sack. I even thought about it. And then from here, their king is open. The knight's going to have to stay there to defend this square because of this bishop. Now they could come down and take the pawn. I could attack here. They take, oops. I could attack there. They retreat. Oops. Where would they go? They would go back here. And then I could throw in checks. And then I gotta find a way to get my rook over. Yeah. This is saying in order to keep my advantage, I would do this. I wouldn't get any elo if I drew this game because I don't think that would be the right way. So, the sacrifice of the bishop, I considered it in the game but didn't pull the trigger. Queen goes back. Knight here is a mistake. And the better move is to retreat the bishop back, which I did in the next move, but it allowed them to get that extra tempo. So best move here, they make this mistake, which this was something I did calculate. My options were, well, I had my heart set on this plan of take, and then forking. So maybe I did it in the wrong order. So I was thinking if I retreat this, I won't have to exchange a bishop for a knight. And then I could do it, but I would still be exchanging a bishop for a knight. So maybe this is the best move to do it now, and it is. Because after take, then I can come in. Oh, with a fork here. No, because they... Alright, if I do here, then they just do this. But then I move knight d5, which sets this up. But it's defended by queen d2. So that exchange would have exposed their king a little bit, remove the threat of the bishop, open up my file, get my knight central to the board, which this position is much better than the others. And I've also got a little attack here, which I would probably do, and I would win the pawn that way. And that would get my rook into the game. You live and learn, folks. You live and learn. All right, so I just do it a little bit out of order, but I think my attacking thought process was sound. Yeah, good move. Take is a mistake because it allowed for this fork. There was a better move here, taking that first, and then I'd still have the double attack on here. But I went directly for the fork, thinking, I got him. They fell for it. My master plan worked. So they come down, I take the rook, but that's the wrong move. I should have taken the knight unscathed because they are already up material, and that, well, let's see. Yeah, I'd win the pawn, but they had already captured the bishop here and then my bishop there. So they're up in material here. This causes the fork, and then I gain it back. But I did not see this great move. That move wasn't there. I'd say I would have been able to get away with it. But at this point, it was tough for me to calculate. I knew I had to move my queen. I went there, which is a good move. A better move would have been d6. They take my rook. I take back, which is a mistake, because then they have this move, which blocks me from getting my knight out to safety. So if I would have gone here, d6, and they would have taken, and I would have, I wouldn't have taken back. The best move is to take with the knight. And then I'm still threatening this and this while this is defended. So from here, if they do this, then I take the knight. And the material's even. My king is super protected. I got a knight here covering some really good squares. Yeah, and I would actually have an advantage at this point. But I didn't calculate that one all the way through. I could have spent more time on it. I had 3 minutes. I did not feel rushed this game. But then this great move. So my opponent had like some really great two great moves back to back that really helped. And then from here, I did have one slight gain of advantage when taking here, but then it was just a matter of time before they come in and conquer all the pieces. I was able to make the material even with this move, and I thought, okay, 3 pawns, 2 pawns, queen, rook. I'm like, okay, game's even. But look at the advantage. It's a 3.6, almost a 4 advantage to white, even in this position. Mainly because I don't think there was a good way for me to defend this pawn. So king moves, I move back, which is an inaccuracy. I should have gone rook to f8, but then it's just take. I have to go if I go here, then they come down with this attack, and there's no way for me to, I guess I could come here, g7, but then take, oops, but then they just start taking off all these pawns over here. Who knows how it would have played out, but yeah, I feel like through the opening, it was decent. There were some tactics that I probably should have not focused on development and should have gone a little bit more in attack mode, especially after I castled. Yeah, and then, I mean, I had a great attack idea there in the middle game. I just executed it in the incorrect order. And I didn't sacrifice my bishop. I should have had a little bit more gusto to see that and try that. All right, folks, there you have it. Day 472 in the books. Until next time.